This is for the Local Love radio broadcast of 91.3 with 3J the DJ. CJX Lando Funk presents Local Love. We have Mr. Tripp Fontane tonight.
Yes, sir.
He's a local legend. Local legend. I looked this man up, and he is all over the place. He is doing his own podcast. He's doing hosting events. There was this Broken English. I had the pleasure to be watched tonight. He was hosting it tonight, but you perform on it as well.
Yep.
Too as well. And he travels. He had a TED Talk.
Yes, sir.
And he's a nice freestylist, rhymer. This guy can rap. And he's on some other level. I first heard you of COG's record.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That nice R&B cut. And he was on there just flowing. I'm like, who is this cat? And I started looking him up. I'm like, he is on it. And he's in Dayton. I'm like,
Oh, that's on.
what? So I had to talk with him. So you have a lot of different, you're a poet, you're a rhymer, you're a speaker. How did all this become?
Just exercising my full personality, like all of my gifts and all that. All of this stuff is stuff I enjoy doing, stuff I do on my own, stuff I've been doing since I was a kid. And just the way I grew up, I didn't really have like a lot of supervision. You know what I'm saying? So like I was always watching myself, entertaining myself, and so it was the jokes, it was the poems, it was the rap, it was the all of that stuff. And I mean, at a certain point, I just decided to commit to it as a skill, take those things seriously, just invest in them.
That's what's up. And you said comedian also.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So some of your stuff was real funny.
Yeah.
Then you go serious.
Yeah.
So you like going back and forth or just?
Yeah. Because you have to have both. It's about balance. No one wants to be serious all the time, and that's in life, not just on the stage, not just, you know what I'm saying? You can't take life or yourself too seriously. You're gonna miss a lot. And so when I do talk about all of this serious stuff, there's still humor to it. And the same way there's still lessons to be learned from the humor. So I think it's important to give people influence and as equal a dosage as possible.
When you get deep, I notice you get deep. You get deep. I mean, if you listen to some of his stuff on YouTube or in different formats, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, he got some deep stuff. So, where have you resonated most with the audience? Is it with getting personal and coming from someplace deep within, or is it getting lighthearted comedy or motivation?
I would say it's the transparent stuff, and that's the thing. Is like sometimes the transparent stuff is funny. Like sometimes I've done some bullshit. We all have, you know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff that it's real. Like as long as I'm real, as long as I'm coming from the heart, as long as it's authentic, that's where I'm most well received. And just in growing in my craft, having some good mentors pour into me and tell me how important it is to remain authentic. I've been able to grow in that. So I'm well received in a lot of what I do just because it's me. Like I'm not putting on the front to do it.
Nice. And so, what got you started? I mean, which one was the first?
Battle rap. I started battle rapping when I was 12. With the URL, the Smack DVDs, all that stuff was still on DVD. You had to get it from a bootleg, man. Like, some of my guys' dads and stuff like that had them, and we would sneak and watch them. So we started battling in the bleachers every day in middle school. And from there, like, we didn't know those guys wrote that stuff. So we would freestyle, like, it was terrible. Except it was 12, we didn't have much to talk about. Just year after year, I mean, it was almost every day during school. Like, we would in the bleachers in the morning, and then at lunchtime. And it just became something that was a part of my life. I wrote music before that, but it wasn't anything I necessarily anticipated doing until I started battling at 12. And from there, it turned into making music and poetry and everything else.
So what was your biggest influences besides those battle raps? Just artists, local artists, or national artists?
In starting, DMX, Tupac, Jay-Z, Scarface, Big L, Outkast, and oddly enough, man, Weird Al.
I meant to show my other shirt tonight. I got
RZA. Of course, the Wu-Tang.
Right. Explain Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic, man. He being able to take like people's hit records, some of the biggest records in the world, and parody them, and then make equally entertaining large records was crazy to me. Like I loved Michael Jackson when Weird Al came out with I'm Fat. I'm like, bruh, I want to hate this, but like this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And so that actually is what made me start writing music was Weird Al, because I'm like, bro, my family is like hilarious, bro. My family is full of funny people. And so I just grew up in a funny household. And so I'm like, hey, I want to get my jokes off, contribute to the funny. So I just started parodying music. I was like, it's not like I got to come up with all of the words and reinvent the wheel. I just got to take what they're saying and make it about food and make it about something, you know what I'm saying? So that is what got me, and those were the songs, because they were goofy, I never anticipated recording those or any of that. It was just like, man, I'm doing something fun, like I'm bored, let me, you know. So yeah, now Weird Al was actually huge.
There was Russ Parr, Bobby Jimmy, and the Crickets. Remember Roaches?
Yeah.
So, imitation is always a sincerest form of flattery, of course. You know, a lot of other artists do it, jazz, rock bands, reggae is really good for, imitating stuff. So in your own music, in your own, the music side, what is your goals? I know you had the one album that featured a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah.
What's the plans this year, and are you expanding with all of them, or any more music?
Yeah, no, it's so, just doing all of this stuff is actually, I'm finally finding a place where I can express it all fully. Because I felt like that was always a problem with I have projects that just not out because I wasn't satisfied. I have like 2 albums finished that aren't out because I just didn't feel like they encompassed the whole of where I was as a man, not just as an artist. I had my time out there.
I know, right?
But now it's like it's gonna be all of it. It's gonna be comedy, it's gonna be poetry, it's gonna be, and I found a way where I can package those things on one project without having to force it, without having to go out of my way and make something that people may not want to. It's cohesive now, so I definitely am putting out multiple projects this year. An album will be amongst them. So now I'm working on it. I've hit a new level for me in expressing myself clearly. So.
And you have a single out.
Yeah,
you put out like
No
a
Droughts.
month or two ago.
Yeah, it's been a little minute, but yeah, No Droughts is out. That was just me getting back into it, venting, coming back from COVID, because COVID stopped so many, not just artists, but art-based careers for people. And so I was like, bruh, that song is as fun as it is on the record, is a lot deeper for me than what I wrote down, because I had to really sit like, bro, is this done? Like, is it over with? Because I've poured the last 10 years of my life into it. It's like, is this it? Because COVID wasn't nobody performing, wasn't nobody, and then at first we thought it wasn't that bad, and then it got that bad, and it was like, we don't know when the theaters and stuff gonna open back up. So I'm like, bro, I might really be out of a job. Like, I was doing my art full time, so like that record, to a degree, hidden under it, because I hide stuff in my rhymes all the time. Hidden under it is really me expressing the pain of me having to sit with myself through COVID and having to take alternate methods to. So check that out. No Droughts. It's on all streaming platforms. The video out on YouTube, man. Holla.
We're gonna get one to play for the show, right?
For sure.
Yeah, all right, because this is going to be a 91.3 as well as the podcast. So, and that platform got you to the TED Talks. How did you get to the TED Talks, the national platform?
Just said effort, if I'm being honest. A homegirl was on the panel that selects the people that, she was like, you should try. You're saying a lot of insightful things, you're talking about a lot. I'm like, man, nobody about to do no TED Talk. In my mind, I'm like, just unfortunately limiting myself. I'm like, bro, they ain't finna let me go up there and talk about that hood, this, and she was like, just try. If they say no, you didn't plan on doing it anyway. I was like, all right, forget it. Because I was working on the set. So I have a comedy and poetry album. It's one of the albums that I got tucked in. That actually is going to be out this year, but that's not the album. I was working on that, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just take one of the bits from that, shoot it to him, and see if it works. It hit me back. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta finish these jokes in this poem now. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. And so it wasn't no crazy, oh yeah, I've been training for 10,000. Like, nah, I just took a shot in the dark, man, and I hit it.
So you were all over the place, and that's the national scene. Have you been touring further than Ohio?
Not since 2017. I did 45 cities in 2017. The only states we didn't hit was the boxing states out west, because who goes there? I don't know what I'm finna do in order to go to South Dakota. You know, we hit all the major cities. Toronto, and Cuba twice. So, yeah, I mean, 2018 I did some traveling. It wasn't like a large tour, it was out east. And then COVID. But sometime after that. But we getting back to it, man. We doing things different this time. We doing it in Atlanta, broken English. That way we can bring artists with us. But we'll be jumping on these tours and these circuits also.
Right. This broken English is nice. You are one of the, you run it basically?
Yeah.
With your team and everything?
Me and 5 guys, 5
Okay. This is a great event. You guys gotta check it out. You're gonna be in Cincinnati?
Dayton. I mean, we're in Dayton. Jesus.
Some other city.
Columbus. It's one of the ones that I see. Look, now be in Columbus tomorrow.
Columbus, all right. And what's the future?
Same lineup. So it'll be Atlas, Tasha Lomo, Quiet Storm.
Okay.
Some Ohio's best. Make sure you support the people.
Support. And when can we find this out? When will it be out? What's the date?
In the fall. I don't have an exact date yet because I got to make sure my rollout is right. I got to make sure the album is done the way it needs to be done. But we're looking at the fall.
Well, there's a single before that, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be plenty of stuff that comes out before that.
Okay.
But that's also I wanna get this stuff, the old stuff, out. That way I can do this album the way that it needs to be done.
We're gonna get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hook me
Some
up.
stuff on the way.
All right. Anything else you want to add? And we gotta go.
Support black art.
Always.
It doesn't matter the genre, it doesn't matter the medium. Support black art. It's black art out there for you. Whatever you're into, I promise we make it. If you into rock, if you into blues, if you into jazz, whatever it is, we make it, and we probably make it better. Like support black art.
Heard that.
For sure. Appreciate you having me.
You coming up, man.
Bless. No problem.
All right, that's a wrap. That's Local Love, Lando Funk, CJX, and a man, Tripp Fontane. You gotta get the heck out of here. Peace.
I'm sorry, I thought it was only audio recording where I was walk behind you.